Tonight, shocking video found on social media. It appears to show people piling into the same SUV involved in yesterday's deadly car crash near El Centro. This video, posted in 2020, so it's not directly leading up to yesterday's crash, but there are now questions about how long this particular vehicle has been transporting mass amounts of people across the border. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Gino Lamont.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. The fallout from yesterday's devastating car crash continues. 13 people are dead. Several people are still in ICU care across Southern California. And now the investigation really begins. NTSB officials are talking with officers at the crash site, working through what happened yesterday morning. At the same time, Border Patrol is investigating a hole in the U.S.-Mexico border fence and whether that SUV came through that site. Olivia Sandusky joins us live now from the Indio Border Patrol office with the very latest in the investigation. Olivia.
Sarah, tonight, Border Patrol and ICE agents are investigating what they're calling a human smuggling event. Now, it's still unclear what caused that crash on Norrish Road, but according to officials, it all started with a breach in the border wall. The Mexican consulate gives an update about the gruesome accident in Holtville. They've confirmed 10 of the 13 victims were Mexican citizens. And CHP officers say the Ford Expedition they were traveling in was carrying 25 people.
There's major intrusive damage into that SUV. The fire department had to cut the front seat out of the vehicle to help extricate people from the vehicle. And in examining that after they've done that, we do see that there are not seats in the rest of the vehicle.
But that wasn't the only incident that took place on Tuesday. About 10 minutes prior to the crash, a red Suburban caught fire a few miles away. It was carrying 19 undocumented passengers who tried to hide in nearby bushes.
Those individuals were apprehended with the Border Patrol.
U.S. Customs and Border Protection says both vehicles were part of a wall breach near Interstate 8. The agency's surveillance video shows the cars pass through this hole in the border wall around 6 in the morning. But officers say there was no pursuit prior to the incidents.
We're not sure exactly what caused the collision, but there was no law enforcement involved with this incident.
ICE tells NBC Palm Springs they've now initiated a human smuggling investigation, and no other details are available. However, social media users are alleging that this wasn't the Ford Expedition's first trip across the border. A video taken last July with the caption "American Dream" shows a vehicle with the same color and model being filled with passengers. Agencies haven't commented on the video, but they say they continue to identify victims and notify their families.
What we have to keep in mind is that 13 people died in this crash. We owe it to the families and those killed and injured, as well as the public, to conduct a thorough and complete investigation.
And 4 of the patients involved in that crash have been transported locally to Desert Regional. Tonight, we know 3 of them are stable. 1 still remains in critical condition. Reporting live in Indio, Olivia Sandusky.